Hello Renegades, it's time to recap the week of BC sports for the week of February 1. On Sunday, men's tennis continued their cross-collegiate matches against Cal Lutheran University. BC showed that a junior college could stand up against the SCICA opponent. In a close match, BC would lose 3 matches to 4. On Tuesday, February 3, BC softball traveled to play Moore Park. BC was leading into the 7th inning, but a scoring run by Moore Park forced an 8th inning. In the end, BC would lose 8-9. The BC basketball teams traveled to West LA College on Wednesday. The men's team loses a close one, 82-90. The women's team dominated again, winning 89-56. Women's tennis traveled to College of the Canyons on Thursday. Due to BC's 5-athlete roster, BC automatically forfeits 2 matches. It was a close fight, but BC loses 4 matches to 5. Back at home on Thursday night, BC played Cerritos in a 3-game homestand. BC started strong with Landon McDonald hitting a home run, but Cerritos would go on a late scoring run. BC lost 3-11. Track and field traveled to Moore Park for their next meet on Friday. The meet provided some tough competition for the Renegades. Here are some notable finishers from the meet. Mason Lovell finished 5th in men's javelin and 3rd in men's hammer throw. Julian Vargas would finish 5th in men's hammer throw. Marilu Flores would win in women's 150 meters. Sophia Moody would get 3rd in women's 1500 meters and would win in the women's 3000 meter race. And lastly, Carly Mundy finished 2nd in women's hammer. BC Beach Volleyball would travel to Long Beach to play a multi-college matchup. They first played Rio Hondo, where they would get the win 3 matches to 2. Then they played Cypress, getting a dominating win 5 matches to 0. Also on Friday, men's tennis traveled to play Riverside City College. It was a tough matchup. BC would lose in a close one, 4 matches to 5. BC baseball played their 2nd game against Cerritos on Friday night. Cerritos showed their strength again, dominating BC as they would lose 1-20. The women's wrestling team traveled on Saturday to participate in their first tournament of the season at the Cerritos Open. The team encountered some really challenging opponents. Unfortunately, BC had no placers in this tournament. The swim team traveled to Ventura for the Larry Barat Invitational, their first meet of the semester. BC finished 7th overall in the men's team and 6th overall in the women's, out of the 10 teams that participated. Some notable finishers include David Hernandez finishing 3rd in men's 200-yard individual medley and a 100-yard backstroke. Jacob Zimmerman finished 2nd in men's 50-yard free and the 100-yard butterfly. Lily Dorsett finished 4th in the 500-yard free. Back at home on Saturday, it was a full day of sports, starting with softball playing against Ventura. BC would get a commanding win, 11-3. The baseball team played their 3rd game against Cerritos, where it was close and it went into 10 innings. Spain Howard would get the RBI scoring in Ursery. BC would get the win back on Cerritos, 8-7. Then BC softball played their 2nd game of the day against Riverside City College, getting another commanding victory, 11-1. The basketball teams were back at home to end the Saturday, playing against Antelope Valley College. The men's team won in a close fight, 66-64. The women's team had their Play for K event to support the K Yao Cancer Fund, benefiting women battling all forms of cancer to get the care they need, and it also benefits the research to find a cure for cancer. You can still donate by scanning the QR code on the screen. The Bakersfield women's basketball team thanks you for your support. And speaking of the women's basketball team, they would celebrate their Play for K events with a win, defeating ABC 70-55. For schedule information and news across all of BC Athletics, visit GoGates.com. Follow us on our Instagram at the handle GoGatesGo, and subscribe to the BC Athletics YouTube channel. Thank you for watching this episode of the Renegade Recap for the week of February 1. My name is Geo Generalao. Until next time.